Alright, so other than opening the tape for the top of the box, this is the first time I'm seeing into it. Normally I have a bad habit of opening things before I even think to maybe film it first, so we're going to get into it now. Lots of foam, booklet. I don't know if we need a booklet. This is the spark arrestor. This is the flange that will mount to the box of the stove. This is the carrying case. I'm curious. It actually feels like it's some pretty good quality. Some webbing and buckles and straps, and we're going to put it to the side till we're done, because when we're done setting it up, we're going to put it in the carrying case. Oh, wow, look at that. It even came with some mitts. They're like linen. They look like welding gloves, but they're almost like a linen. I do have an old set of welding gloves. Holy, these are kind of, yeah, they fit okay. They're a little tight, so if you think you got hands my size or bigger, you might not like the gloves. But that's okay. I got a pair of welding gloves that I don't use that I might donate for this. One of them at least. But yeah, it does come with a pair of gloves, which is really cool. Alright. So, the chimney piece. One chimney piece. Hopefully it didn't just come with one chimney piece, because that would be useless. Okay, so here's the unit. We can pull this out and get the box out of the way. Alright. Nothing left in the box? No. They packaged it really nice though. Lots of foam and the cardboard inserts to hold it in place. Yeah, they did a really nice job. But let's get that out of the way. That'll go into the burn barrel. Don't need this either. Alright. So we got the instructions, the gloves, the carrying case. All that can stay to the side for now. Now I can see that there's some stuff inside, so I'm hoping the chimney pieces are inside. So let's get my knife and get her open. Oh, now I see the legs are attached. That's good, so let's stand it up. So they got these fold-out legs here. Now, it doesn't hold it off the ground as high as I would like, but I suppose if you're crafty, I imagine what I'm going to do is I'm going to saw a couple of like coaster-sized pucks out of some logs and make some stands for it. But it's got this removable grill, and I think the grill is aluminum. The rest of the stove is stainless. It's got some tempered glass. It looks like the damper needs to be assembled. But it looks like everything I need is in here. So I think, so you guys can see everything going on, I'm going to turn the stove this way. Alright, so these go off the side. They're for extra shelf space and drying stuff. I'm excited for drying there we go. I'm excited for hanging my socks off of it to dry my socks when they're damp, if I'm being honest. Came with a little tag. Get rid of that. Get this put on. And here's the chimney pieces. Let's see, 1 chimney piece, 2 chimney piece, 3 chimney piece, 4 chimney piece, 5 chimney piece, 6 chimney pieces. 7 knob tightening it actually stiffens how hard you can slide the damper. Okay, interesting. All right, so now that that is set up, we can move on. So we have a little bag of hardware here. And this hardware is for the chimney flange. So it looks like it is 6 little nuts and bolts. All right, so the stove's almost together. I just really quickly wanted to touch on something here. So overall, I'm actually pretty impressed with the quality of the stove. I like how it's all stainless, all but one thing. So the grill plate that goes over top of the open square of the stove is actually made out of aluminum. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't really like cooking over aluminum, and I will be using this stove to cook while I'm in the tent. So I think I'm going to try and make this out of stainless and replace this. It might weigh a little bit more, but it'll make me feel better knowing I'm not heating up aluminum right underneath my food. So yeah, that's it. That's my only complaint. Nonetheless, overall, it's still good. We're going to finish putting it together and get that chimney up. All right, so we'll put this plate on. Now we got to start the chimney. Came with a damper chute. Now I can only presume I just did it backwards. It goes up this way. And actually, it comes with these clamps that I wasn't paying attention to. Honestly, I don't know if I'd use these. Like, it depends if any smoke comes out of the chimney or not. For now, for the purpose of this video, I will set it up how it is intended to be set up. But I imagine that it'll be fine without these. But we will, and actually I'm going to set it up so that tab is to the back. Just tighten her down so she can't move. And then the next piece. All right, so I don't know how I'm gonna get the rest of this in, but I'll have to put the stove on the ground to finish this. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about these clips here. I don't know if they're working very well. These hose clamp type things. All right, set this up on the ground. I'll be back with you guys. All right, so gotta get the rest of these chimney pieces in. There's quite a few of them, which is nice. Alright, so I got the one last piece, and then I have the spark arrestor. Alright, I'm just about finished now. The chimney is about 7 feet tall, which is great height. Only thing I have left to do is add the spark arrestor. So one thing I did, because I was unsure if it came with one, I ordered one, and I think I'm going to use that moving forward. This is the one I ordered. It's just, it feels a little thicker and it's a little bigger, a little better quality. So I think I'm going to use this with the wood stove and keep this as a spare. But yeah, just being transparent. I'm actually hoping it fits. Oh, and it fits. That's that. So now we're going to see how high it stands from the ground to the very top. 80. Oh, I can't. 89 inches. So 7.5 feet. All right, she's all set up and ready to go with her tall chimney. I got an assortment of wood put to the side so I can get a fire going and test it out. So we'll see how she burns. All right, so all in all, I like the stove. The damper works good. She's getting real hot now. You can see by the color change of the stainless on the chimney. Like I said, the only thing I don't really like is the aluminum top, which I'm gonna look at making a stainless cutout instead of aluminum. And the only thing I really think I'm gonna change otherwise is I might make some extensions for the legs, so it sits about this high without any help. And I probably won't use those hose clamps. So I'm gonna share the Amazon link for this. It's a Vever wood stove. It was about $100 on Amazon. And if you're looking for inexpensive wood stove for a hot tent or something small and compact for anything, I would definitely recommend this. Okay, so two more things I want to talk about is, one, the gloves. So they are pretty thin. They're definitely not as thick as a welding glove. They're maybe as thick as a TIG welding glove, and it's like a burlap material. And I'm just noticing now they're both right-handed. So I maybe they came with one and a spare, because you don't really need two at once. So maybe one's a spare, but I'm gonna test it out now. I did mention earlier it's a little tight on my hand, but I generally have pretty big hands. But yeah, so I don't know. Oh yeah, no, these gloves suck. Don't use these gloves. Anyways, we're gonna let it burn out and cool down, and then I'm gonna pack it away in this sack and see what that looks like. All right, everybody. Well, this is the wood stove all packed up and ready to be transported, and that's it for the video. All in all, I think it's a pretty good wood stove for what you're getting. You're paying about $100 to get a little compact wood stove to bring out in your hot tent. So if it's something like you want to try, you don't really want to commit, kind of like me, I'm just getting into this world, and I don't want to spend $400 on a wood stove. I think this is a pretty good option. Some things I wasn't too happy about, like the aluminum plate on top, but it should be easy to make up my own stainless or even just regular steel. One thing I wasn't too happy about, but I didn't even know I was getting, were these mitts. So, I mean, I guess these would be okay if you were just opening the door, but I mean, you want something, put your hand right on it and you won't instantly burn your hands. And those gloves are junk. Go get yourself a $20 pair of welding gloves and use one till it wears out, and then use the other hand. And the only other thing I think I really want to try and alter are the legs. With the legs, it sits about that high off the ground, and I don't really like that. It's pretty low. I don't know if that's how they're supposed to be, but I'd rather it be about this high, maybe a little lower. So I'm going to try and make some extensions for the legs. But all in all, you can get yourself one over at Amazon. I'm going to leave the link in the description. And yeah, give this product a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any questions, no problem, I'll answer if I left it out of this video. You guys take care.